And so as Life Esports here, yeah, yeah, you want something that has a lot of staying power too, and something that will be able to threaten the Kennen as well on approach.
Out for them as we hop onto the Rift here for game number 1 of Nongshim Red Force up against Life Esports from the future team fights as well.
Yeah, no, it's very important, especially in those later team fights too, because that's when Nongshim are going to be running at you and looking for the engage, and having that cleanse is going to be so critical.
Still going to engage here onto Peter, but Peter will withstand that.
Here comes Ghost too, he's almost here.
Yeah, it's going to be a 5v5 on the Rift Herald as Life taking this very slow, very respectful. They know the potential engage that could come in. There is the Solar Flare and an immediate disengage fully from the side of Life Esports. Dudu still in the pit, and it's going to go the way of Dread here as he picks it up. The kick goes on to the Slicing Maelstrom, but now the turnaround here from Life, trying to get on top of Dread, but Dread is going to live, and Samdi just barely is going to take out BDD. He gets excited, might help out, but now Dread getting the resets here on the Viego, and Samdi has to flash away. The Featherstorm is enough, and Ghost will get the kill onto the Jinx.
Definitely could pay off if they can get this successful gank onto Kana. Does have ult, flash, and barrier, so good luck. Here we go.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. The ult immediately is going to come down. They both get stunned up. He flashes and Proto Belts away. Do they have the damage? The Q not going to land. And the stun onto OnFleek, and they finally get him. But at what cost? As Dudu now is on the run against 2, and Dread will just scoop that up.
It's just so hard to gank a Kennen who has all of those tools available. The Proto Belt buying him just a little bit more time. The stun comes through, and Life Esports here, 30 seconds to go on this. If they can hit enough poke in these 30 seconds with the vision they have, could look for a fight.
Samdi, that is way too far up. He is just immediately going to get burst down, and that's going to get Vista into a bad spot. And immediately the engage from Life Esports entirely falls apart. Dudu will get away, but now the map is Nongshim.
They can play around in situations like this. She's just a Voidseeker bot.
Dudu is probably dead here. He does have exhaust though, but that Slicing Maelstrom is going to be enough to press the issue on that one. Kana with his own solo kill. No,
level 16.
Solo kill king in his time.
Yeah.
Get it together.
They will come down here and push this away, keep this inhibitor turret alive. Kana has this flanking Maelstrom. Seen though.
He is spotted. They still could pull the trigger. They don't know exactly where Dudu is, but even the Ahri is coming down here from the top side. The charm will miss, as he was a little bit too far away from that one.
A little bit preoccupied with the mid push here. I think if he rotates over faster, they punish this. Life Esports, I think you still got to get out of here. You don't have vision.
Dread is not in here, but OnFleek is also not here, as he will barely survive though, and now the front to back for the Jinx. He gets excited, and now BDD's all alone, just spread out. There's another kill for Samdi.
Anything could happen on any given day, League of Legends, Valdez. Anything could happen. I tell you what, that Fredit Breon series coming up against Damwon Key later. Suddenly Fredit Breon fans are starting to feel a little bit more hopeful, maybe watching the game like this happen right in front of our eyes. I think a push coming. Dread does have his Heartbreaker and Flash, so a lot of respect needs to be shown here.
Yeah,
they will get away.
You were talking about it in the beginning of the game, like, yes, this is going to be interesting. Vista has a stopwatch, so not really sure about this, to be honest, as now the Voidseeker comes in. The Kaisa can also go for the assassination, but does not have his ult at this point in time. That's another free kill handed over to the side of Life Esports. And you said it, well, I mean, our position in the game, am I even going to get to talk about this? There's way too much action. Dudu has a stopwatch. Not as Zanya.
Fail. Done now.
We've just gone full solo queue. Like, Life, half of them are gone. And Kana's like, okay, I'll just get Dudu, who's here super far down the lane by himself. Okay, trying to go for the engage here, but it's Zaya. As, he's just going to go into the Featherstorm. That's a nice kick onto Peter, at least, who went pretty deep on that one. Dread still on the Viego. He is able to pick up one reset. The charm will sail wide.
Kana teleports in here, but isn't going to be able to Slicing Maelstrom anybody, but taking out the enemy jungler right before this soul fight is going to be so critical. I mean, Life Esports are not going to be able to smite for this, as Kana's looking for the flank.
Okay, he's going to get a big one onto Vista, even through the exhaust. He's able to do a ton of damage onto them, and down will go Vista.
And that should be guaranteed Infernal Soul now. for the side of Nongshim. Finally, they've secured it here.
Yeah.
It becomes impossible for the Void Seekers to connect. They just leash it for you. Like, thank you very much. And then you could turn here. Look at BDD's positioning. Perfect.
Charm comes in. Dudu doesn't have cleanse this time. And that's all he had to do because now Dudu doesn't have much of an engage. There's the Baron to the side of Nongshim. But Kana immediately gets burst down. Dudu gets a huge Hemo Plague on the back line. As Dread now looking for the resets. He gets one. Immediately gets blown up. And Samdi has the range advantage. He's looking to kite it out here against Ghost.
You know, this is the one that I think will get a post-game thread. People will want to talk about this one.
No doubt.
Peter is going to give some resets to the Void Seekers, but avoids that one. Is 20 seconds to Elder. And I don't think this is going to be a one Elder game, to be frank with you guys at home, but...
Look at Nongshim. They say Elder Schmelder.
That's exactly what they said. That was the comms.
That's what they said. I just heard it. They said Elder Schmelder. I don't know why they said that, but they're pushing bot, and they're going to get this inhibitor.
Nexus for Hanwha Life Esports on the longest con flank of all time.
Hanwha Life, Smama Life is what they said. Yeah. And Dread is just trying to stop them from coming in here. They might just be able to end the game. Just like that. Ari gets the 2 kills, and down should go the Nexus. They're trying to kite here against OnFleek, and they will pick it up. Nongshim waltz down the bottom lane.
It was a very good game, and he actually had almost the most damage in the game with a Jinx in a 43-minute game and with a Kaisa who was building AP. So I feel justified. I put the vote in before I saw the numbers, but...
And will be the Akali, it looks like, as the answer for... No, it will be Fiora at the last second. So Kana gonna drop the gloves on the top side because sometimes the draft doesn't matter and the points are made up as they were in game number 1. Yeah. It's like he stays really low to the ground, you know?
Well, OnFleek lost his scuttle, so he's real upset about it. He's going to look to fight here.
Yeah, the problem is this is a rise, but BDD gets himself into an awkward spot here, gets taunted up, and will have to flash away from this one. No follow-up, and a big stun now from Dread as they run straight back into the arms of the not-so-loving bear. And now Vista says, hey, what about me? I'd love to get rooted too. And he goes down as well. Down he will go. Karis in an awful spot will have to taunt and run away.
You know, looked very bad for BDD there for a second, but was able to trade that one over in the end. So 2 kills here given basically over to Nongshim.
He had a really nice back timing before, after the couple of kills, and there's that teleport that he will use.
Kana no 6.
Here's OnFleek up on the top side. Kana trying to go 1v2, will flash away, and Dudu just says, nope, we're not going to kill him. We don't know. We don't have vision. Dread was right there, and had he chased, he would have died.
He also would have lost a lot of minions as well had he chased and died, and that would have been a disaster. Okay, well, we're going anyways.
Face check after that.
I think we gave him too much credit.
You made the right decision, and then he face checked.
We gave him too much credit, Valdez.
Oh, Wolf.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. But then to face check after to try to stop the back, you're doing the opposite of what you did. It's now Samdi. He will survive. He's got Dread and Effort nearby, too. As that's a big engage. The Galio gets it done finally. As, you know, Zaya can disengage, but nobody else can really. Dread, though, turning it around. As Zaya still alive, Kana and BDD are diving the turret. And that is how far ahead they are at this point in time. Dudu desperately trying to make something of it. But he is just going to ult and run away. Kana with the red buff, just going to get a 1-tap onto the Renata Glask. And a good engage, a nice little last-ditch effort and attempt from the side of Hanwha Life Esports.
It's multifaceted. You can't kill either of them.
Well,
there's an ult.
No ult available here for Kana, but he still is able to chunk down Dudu with the riposte underneath that. But has he gone too deep? That is the question. With no ultimate available here, he's still trying to get on in there, but with the taunt, it should be enough. And they do expend everything to get Kana, but this will be Ocean Soul over to the side of Nongshim.
See the YouTube thumbnails now. Has Kana gone too far? Look at the block here from Effort on the Jinx Rocket, something you mentioned earlier. Just so ready for it.
This is what you have to do as Hanwha Life now, is they're trying to get on top of Ghost here. No flash available just yet. Has to go for the Feather Storm. There's the taunt, and there is the damage. Down goes Ghost. And now we'll see if Nongshim can win 4v5, as was the question earlier. Samdi gets extremely low, but the bailout is there, and he is going to go down, and now Dread is extremely tanky, and BDD's got full health, and it should be enough in the end. The two supports are going head-to-head, and that's a Portal combat, and it's a triple kill for BDD. You took out Ghost, you got Kana, but BDD remained with full health.
Yep, BD remained with full health. They've got a wave of super minions pushing into Nexus turrets, as right now...
The ultimate, if he goes for it, it will be the biggest Hail Mary, but they immediately just take him down, and Karis is alone in there. Has a stopwatch and a dream. Kana is just ripping through the right side of Homolife Esports' comp. As the root will go down onto Samdi, they will take him out as well. And that should do it for this game. Kana is gigantic at this moment in time, and they can just push to end it with the Baron buff.
Yep. Chasing down that Tryndamere, autoing an inhibitor casually on his way through. You know the anime run where you hold the sword behind you? Like, he's just like slapping the inhibitor on his way forward as he's running through.
Naruto run?
Yeah. This one is all over. Double turret deny.
I love it, Dudu. That's the way to go out. You go down fighting, and they did. You know, Homolife gave it their best effort, but Nongshim were the better team tonight, and that is going to be the 2-0 with some nice shenanigans and hullabaloo at the end of the game. As Vista will be taken out, but he bails himself out.
BDD
does go down.
4-0-9 at the end. You know, picked up PUG in game one.
Guys?
Gotta kill the Nexus.
There is a jinx. There's a jinx in this game. Kana's like, no, I'll put an end to that. There's no jinx. Don't worry about this. The jinx is no longer available. Okay, that is what we have learned. And they're not going to kill Samdi, but they will take down the Nexus and the 2-0.
Because he's like not celebrating with them. He's just like trying to push them back into the base as...
That is a thick damage bar. Let me tell you, I've seen some damage bars in my time.
I didn't vote for him. I voted for Dread. I thought Dread gave such an early lead to everybody on this game that it didn't matter.
Chicken or the egg?
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jason for the POG interview translation here, joined by BDD and Dread. Congratulations on winning the very last match of the spring split. This season, you know, we had a lot of ups and downs, but in the end, we are able to wrap up the season with a win, so I'm happy. Indeed, BDD, you finally won your first POG of the split. How do you feel? Well, too bad it ended so fast, but anyways, we got the win in the end, so yeah, I'm happy. And also, yeah, we had a lot of things happening, COVID issues, and you guys had some losing streak as well. So what kind of communication did the players have during the slump, and also in order to come back stronger for the very last series of the season? Well, even though we were on a losing streak, we just tried our best to stay calm. What about you, BDD? You know, yeah, we did our best to hold our mentality strong. And also, even though the season was about to end, you know, the feedback was always the same. You know, our macro was not good enough, so we wanted to focus on that. Game number 1, Homolife Esports picked Kaisa into Ari and then Vladimir into Kennen. They were focusing on the very late game. So how did Nongshim players react to their comp? It's kind of off meta. So yeah, I mean, in the later game, we all knew that their power spike will be just like crushing us. And Kaisa has to lead the lane against the AP champions, but she was not able to make that happen. So I guess they were not able to have the game they planned. In game number 2, Drat's Volibear was able to just outplay the enemy jungler. And we have a bit of a shake-up in terms of the draft and priority of the jungle picks. And the early volley lock-in looked a little bit risky at the same time. So was that your own call, or was that your team's decision? To be honest, I wanted to play Viego, but our coaching staff told me to play Volibear. And there was you ran into Hecarim actually when you were taking the scuttle. Was that because you kind of calculated the jungle path of Hecarim, or was that an accident? I mean, the moment I saw that pick, I was pretty sure that he was gonna path through there, and the spell difference was also, the key to finding that early kill. Just like you mentioned, this season was not that easy, and also we saw the content from your team's YouTube channel, and a lot of fans got emotional after watching that series. So how do you kind of look back the entire split? Well, COVID, kind of also hit us hard, because that was the moment where our kind of form was actually like ramping up. So it was a bummer, but at the same time, that's our performance anyways. So I think we really have to kind of come back stronger and push through for the summer split. What about you, Dread? There were a lot of disappointments, but at the same time, I believe that we can do better in summer. So this is not the end of Nongshim Red Force. We will come back stronger for the next split. Then any last message for the fans waiting for you guys to come back for the summer split? I mean, I think the fans felt the same as we did, so I really appreciate your support. And BDD, what about you? Thank you for your support throughout the spring split. And last week, fans were actually celebrating my birthday and my 6th year anniversary, so I would also say thank you for that. And this will be the end of the interview from BDD Dread from Nongshim Red Force, and I'm going to pass it back to Atlas and Chronicler. Thank you.